backstage brawl with your #1 contender, and I wasn't happy about it. I can't afford for either of you to get hurt before Vengeance. I want you two to stay away from each other this week. Understand?
Hey there, it's me. I just got the okay to accompany you to ringside in your match this week. So I'll see you out there. And hopefully before. I just love having you for a partner.
With Vengeance still almost 2 months away, things are really heating up on Raw. This is the old Oklahoma Sooner Jim Ross here with Jerry Lawler at ringside, and the champ is looking for revenge tonight.
Yeah, the #1 contender ambushed him earlier this week and made him look like a sucker.
And that assault has motivated other potential contenders to step up and challenge the champ.
That means the champ's got to send a message to the locker room tonight. Here he goes, up the turnbuckle. This could be really good or really bad. Ugh. He saw that one coming. Oh.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it yet.
He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to? I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem in this as a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous.
He countered that one perfectly. You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. Oh, man! That's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that can go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. Looks like he's trying for a pin here. The impressive Johnny Nitro has certainly proven himself as a tag team competitor as well as a singles competitor.
Hold on a second, JR. Every time I've heard you mention Nitro in the past, you've complained about him. You can't have it both ways.
I've complained about Nitro's attitude, that's true. But that's no reflection on his athletic ability, which is considerable in my view.
I don't know, JR. I think you're trying to have it both ways here. Me? I like everything about Nitro.
Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
The quickest way to lose a match is to underestimate your opponent.
I don't think he's underestimating anyone, King. I think he's making it clear that he refuses to be intimidated.
He's going up, but what's he going to do when he gets there? I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get...
The referee is down, and now there's no one to maintain order in this match.
Where do they find these referees, JR? They seem to be awfully fragile. Boy, it must burn you up to see it.
He must be looking for... Oh, would you look at this. Talk about arrogant. It's sickening.
Come on, JR. It's not enough just to win a match. You've got to make it clear who's the dominant superstar.
I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the greatest athletes in the world. These fans love confidence in their superstars, and that's just what they're seeing from him here tonight.
Well, he can do this until the cows come home, but that's not going to win him the match. These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly. Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tape.
All right, enough. I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking